A disturbing situation unfolded on a UK bus when a foreign man was confronted for allegedly filming young girls without their consent. A passenger noticed the behavior, challenged him directly, and demanded an explanation. Even when he was called out, the man appeared indifferent, muttering, "I don't care," which only heightened the seriousness of the situation and raised major concerns about public safety and boundaries. We'll dive into this story in today's video, but before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Right now, only 12% of viewers are subscribed, so join the community and help us grow. What stands out in this incident is the reaction of the British passenger who stepped in. With authorities becoming slower to respond, many people feel they're increasingly being left to handle these issues themselves. In this case, the passenger took responsibility, asked the right questions, and made it clear that filming minors is unacceptable. His actions highlight the growing frustration many people feel that ordinary members of the public are having to confront inappropriate or suspicious behavior because official responses often fall short. This interaction also feeds into a wider conversation happening across the country. People want to know who is protecting children in public spaces, how often does behavior like this go unnoticed, and why does it seem that individuals act without fear of consequences? These questions matter, and situations like this force them to the surface. Whether it's on public transport, in parks, or in busy town centers, people expect rules to be enforced consistently, not ignored. When something clearly isn't right, members of the public shouldn't have to step in alone. But all too often, that's exactly what's happening. Have a watch of the interaction yourself and decide what you think. Incidents like this remind us how important it is to stay aware, speak up when something seems wrong, and continue pushing for proper enforcement to keep everyone, especially children, safe.
This guy's been filming us, yeah? He's been filming this girl and he doesn't even know who she is. And he's been filming her. What are you going to do? You're not going to do nothing. Go away. No, because you think it's okay to show... You think it's okay. Well, wait, mate, you're filming young age girls. Reason. Come near me. Go on. Come near me, I dare you. Come on. Come near me. I've got you on camera. You think it's okay to do it to us? No, it's not. I'll go down and tell the little nonce he's getting kicked off the bus. Because he's filming underage girls. He's been on his phone filming her. And she's under 18. Him, yeah. Exactly, it's wrong. It's not fair. It's not fair. He's probably not even supposed to be here. This is what you get for being a nonce.
At the end of the day, what happened on that bus is a reminder of how fragile public safety feels right now. When someone can openly behave in a way that raises serious concerns and then shrug it off with "I don't care," it shows just how confident some people are that nothing will happen to them. And that's exactly why so many people feel the system isn't working as it should. Moments like this highlight a simple truth. The public shouldn't have to step in and deal with behavior that clearly crosses the line. Yet more and more, they're being pushed into that role because the authorities aren't responding quickly, consistently, or firmly enough. People expect protection, they expect accountability, and they expect action when vulnerable people, especially children, are involved. Until those expectations are met, these incidents will keep happening, and ordinary citizens will continue doing the job that others should be doing. This isn't something we can ignore. It's a clear sign that stronger, more reliable enforcement is urgently needed before situations like this become the norm rather than the exception. In other news, a new survey has found that 3 in 4 Britons believe that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor should testify to the US Congress about his links to paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. The former royal missed the deadline to respond to Congress, having been given a fortnight to do so. The YouGov survey found that a vast majority believe he should testify, 16% suggest he should not, and 9% say they are unsure. There was no gender split on the matter, with exactly 75% of men and women believing the former prince should appear before Congress. A poll last month said that Andrew is far and away the least popular royal, with 91% of Britons having a negative opinion of the King's brother. The former Duke of York has always denied any allegations surrounding him with Epstein, and the Metropolitan Police previously considered that the sexual assault claims against Andrew were not sufficient to warrant further investigation. Despite denying the allegations, 16 members of Congress sent a letter to Andrew which read, "The committee is seeking to uncover the identities of Mr. Epstein's co-conspirators and enablers, and to understand the full extent of his criminal operations. Well-documented allegations against you, along with your long-standing friendship with Mr. Epstein, indicate that you may possess knowledge of his activities relevant to our investigation. In the interest of justice for the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, we request that you cooperate with the committee's investigation by sitting for a transcribed interview with the committee." Sir Keir Starmer has also commented on the matter, saying that while any decision was up to Andrew, his general position is if you have relevant information, you should be prepared to share it. Questioned whether the former prince should help in any way he can by reporters on the way to the G20 summit in South Africa, the Prime Minister said, "I don't comment on his particular case. But as a general principle I've held for a very long time is that anybody who has got relevant information in relation to these kind of cases should give that evidence to those that need it. That would be my general position on this." Asked if that would apply to Andrew, the Prime Minister added, "In the end, that will be a decision for him. But my general position is if you have relevant information, you should be prepared to share it." Suhas Subramaniam, one of the 16 members of Congress who signed the letter, claimed that the former Duke of York is hiding from us. Mr. Subramaniam added, "If he is hoping that the story will just go away by ignoring us and being silent, he will be sorely disappointed." Meanwhile, Democrat Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy told Andrew to come clean when the request was issued on November 6th. "Come clean, come before the US Congress, voluntarily testify," he told BBC Newsnight. After being stripped of his royal titles, Andrew is due to leave Royal Lodge in the new year and move on to the Sandringham estate. David Lammy inadvertently named disgraced entertainer Bill Cosby among his childhood role models in a video message. The deputy PM is said to have named the convicted criminal whilst recording a message for civil servants on International Men's Day on November 19th. Mr. Lammy mentioned the convicted sexual predator alongside Nelson Mandela when asked about male figures who inspired him during his youth, according to The Sun. Officials had to remove the segment from the recording. A friend of the Deputy Prime Minister clarified that his remarks specifically concerned figures from his youth, before Cosby's behavior became known to the public. The source told The Sun, "Lammy's view is that Cosby's crimes were abhorrent, and he does not represent a role model for anyone." They further explained, Lammy has previously talked about Cosby being seen as a role model in the 1980s for many young black men before his horrific crimes were known, in an era when positively portrayed black faces were few and far between on TV. The Deputy Prime Minister's comments prove particularly awkward given Cosby faces accusations from more than 60 women of sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct allegations against the American performer first emerged in 1965. Dozens of women subsequently came forward with accusations of rape and sexual assault against the television personality. A Los Angeles court determined in 2022 that Cosby bore civil responsibility for sexually abusing a teenager aged 16. He was convicted of sexual assault in 2018 and sentenced to 3 to 10 years in state prison, but this was overturned by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court in 2021. Mr. Lammy has drawn ire in the past for his gaffes on camera. In 2018, he went on BBC News to discuss the rising number of violent crimes in London, particularly knife crime. During the interview, he bemoaned the apparent lack of police presence in his Tottenham constituency. It feels like neighborhood policing has vanished. It's not around you. We haven't seen police in a while and I've been here for quite a while now, he said, standing in front of a police officer. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you have not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.